Okay, picture this, pre-industrial revolution. Life was rough, right? People worked on farms, in homes, basically non-stop. Sunrise to sunset, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. Now, this wasn't some idyllic little house on the prairie situation. It was brutal. Long hours, dangerous conditions, little to no pay. Think about it. No weekends, no labor laws, no OSHA to complain to about that weird smell in the factory. Basically, workers were at the mercy of their employers, and those employers, let's just say they weren't exactly known for their generous vacation packages. This was the reality for centuries. Then bam! The Industrial Revolution hits. Machines, factories, progress, baby, except not so fast. Sure, technology boomed, but guess who ran those machines? That's right, people. And guess what? They still worked crazy long hours. Factories ran around the clock. Workers pulled 10, 12, even 16-hour shifts. Conditions? Brutal. Injuries? Common. Death? Sadly, not uncommon. So while the Industrial Revolution brought progress, it also brought a whole new level of exploitation. Now, let's talk about Henry Ford, car guy, right? But also, surprisingly, a bit of a labor revolutionary. In 1914, he did something radical. He introduced the $5 workday, double the going rate at the time. Why? Well, partly to reduce turnover. See, working in a Ford factory back then was about as fun as a root canal. People quit constantly, but Ford also recognized something important. Tired, overworked employees weren't exactly models of efficiency. He shortened the workday, implemented a 48-hour work week, and boom! Productivity soared. Ford's move was a game changer. It showed that maybe, just maybe, treating workers like human beings wasn't bad for business. And guess who else was pushing for better conditions? That's right, labor unions. They fought tooth and nail for worker rights, fair wages, safer conditions, and yes, shorter hours. They organized strikes, lobbied the government, and slowly but surely started to chip away at the exploitative practices of the time. It was a long, hard battle, often met with resistance from powerful factory owners. But the unions persisted, their efforts laying the groundwork for a massive shift in labor practices. Section 5, the Fair Labor Standards Act, 40 hours become law. The year is 1938, the Great Depression is in full swing, unemployment is rampant, and then something remarkable happens. The Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA, is passed in the United States. This landmark legislation established a minimum wage, overtime pay, and you guessed it, the 40-hour workweek. Finally, after decades of struggle, the 40-hour workweek was enshrined into law. This was a massive victory for workers, a testament to the power of collective action and the importance of government regulation in protecting workers' rights. Section 6. The 40-hour workweek. Today, still the norm. Fast forward to today. The 40-hour workweek is so ingrained in our society it feels like a law of nature. But is it still relevant in our modern, tech-driven world? That's a question with no easy answers. On the one hand, the 40-hour week provides structure, routine, and a sense of work-life balance, or at least it's supposed to. On the other hand, with the rise of remote work, flexible schedules, and the gig economy, is the traditional 9-to-5 slowly becoming obsolete. Section 7, beyond the 40, flexible work, gig economy, and the future of work. The way we work is changing. Fast. Remote work, once a novelty, is now commonplace. The gig economy, with its freelancers and independent contractors, is booming. This new world of work offers flexibility, autonomy, and potentially a better work-life balance. But it also comes with its own set of challenges: income insecurity, lack of benefits, and the ever-present pressure to hustle. The traditional 40-hour work week may be fading, but what will replace it is still being written. Section 8. The 40-hour debate. Is it time for a change? So, is the 40-hour work week dead? Not quite. But it's definitely having a midlife crisis. Some argue it's outdated, an artifact of a bygone industrial era. They point to increased burnout, stress, and the need for greater work-life balance. Others argue that the 40-hour week provides structure and stability. and that moving away from it could lead to exploitation and income inequality. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. One thing's for sure, the conversation about how we work, when we work, and how much we work is far from over. Section 9. The future of work. What's next for the work week? The future of work is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The traditional 40-hour work week is being challenged like never before. Will it survive, evolve, be replaced by something entirely new? Only time will tell. But as technology advances, work patterns shift and societal values change. We can expect to see continued experimentation and debate around the future of work. One thing's for sure, the way we work is changing, and the 40-hour work week may never be the same.